Hello there, WheezyNewsers. It's Monday, the day that I do a video on Monday. Made a list of things I tell myself occasionally to help get things done. One of them is get it done every morning. Not every morning, just sometimes when I'm working hard on something for a while, need to get a move on. I will tell myself in the mirror. I'll even say it out loud. Get it done. Get it done, Craig. Well, I call myself Craig. Craigles sometimes. Another thing is perfect is the enemy of the good. A quote from somewhere I don't remember. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. Basically, perfectionism can hurt you. Spend too much time on something, and then you're taking even longer to get to the next thing you will be working on after this is done. And the next thing you're working on might be even better because the thing you're working on now is practice for the next thing. That is something that just really helps me remember, do a bunch of good things. Be someone who makes things that are good, or tries to make things that are good. Don't try every single time to make things that are perfect, because then you'll make less good things. Another one runs completely counter to that. Be so good they can't ignore you. Steve Martin said that. It's basically just be really, really good. Go above and beyond. Do something ridiculous. Think big and practice a lot. Just get really, really good. On the other hand, that can, you can fall into the perfectionist trap. And then you got to remember perfect is the enemy of the good. They're opposing things, but they keep me going. Number 4, don't be boring. To me, that's one of the worst things you can do. It's one of the things I try to avoid the most, is being boring. I realize these videos are mostly unedited conversations, and some of you will think they're boring. And that's okay. These videos to me the purpose of these videos is to be loose and off the cuff and conversational. And if this is boring, that's fine. When I'm doing my main channel stuff, I'm always thinking try to make it concise, not repetitive, on point, and then it won't be boring. It can be slow. Things can be slow. Sometimes that's interesting. That can help build emotions, suspense, or even humor. Sometimes things are funnier if they're slower. Depends. You can't please everyone. These are just conversations that I'm putting out there, and I know a lot of people, this isn't for everybody. That's okay. You can't please everyone is something I tell myself all the time too, because I know every decision I make almost these days, because I've been doing this so long, I'm so used to the way the comments work and what people are going to say with every statement I make, that I already know the opposing arguments that are going to happen. I mean, sometimes I'm surprised. Sometimes people will provide opposing arguments that I was unaware of. But most of the time, if I do my job, if I research properly, I usually know the things people are going to take issue with, and just have to accept that that's going to happen. You can't please everyone. You truly can't, no matter how much you think you might be able to before you start making things. Oh, it never ceases to amaze me how people can discover ways to not like things. And sometimes, though, legitimately, I can understand why they don't like some of the things I've done. And then be honest. This one helps me out creatively sometimes when I don't know what to do next, don't know what to say a certain way, and why don't I just say exactly what I'm thinking? Sometimes what I'm thinking about a situation is not conclusive. It's not this is the answer. It's just my actual human thoughts that I have about a topic. And if I just say what I'm thinking, it's usually it's not boring, because it's a person with actual opinions. And that's what people like. So just I try my best to just be honest all the time. People just like that, They like to be talked to in a truthful way. If you try to hide something, most people can tell that you're hiding it, and they don't like that. I don't like that. And then finally, why do this? I'm constantly asking myself these days. I think back early on in WheezyWaiter, I knew what I was doing was often nonsense, but that was the point. The point was just to be silly and fun and funny. These days, it's a little more, I'm trying to make the things I have more specific goals and aims, but also silly nonsense and funny at times. But I'm constantly asking myself why, because I find that I'm happier with the end result and saner along the way if I know the purpose of what I'm doing. It's so easy to just do things without even realizing that you don't have a reason to do it. You're just doing it because it's what everyone else is doing. You're doing it because it's routine, habit. It's the thing you've been doing every day. It's the thing you think you're supposed to be doing. But if you honestly ask yourself why every step of the way, you'll discover certain things maybe that you do that really don't make sense. And then just really try to convince yourself to stop. Why am I doing this? Stop doing this. Or convince yourself to focus harder on one thing over another or do one thing better. Yeah, that's the things I tell myself. I may organize this list, maybe add to it, and then make a full main channel video. Like I did the 4 ways I turned my channel around or resurrected my channel. That's a video I did on the main channel. I may do a similar video that's sort of like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 things I tell myself to. This might be what this video is called. I don't know what this video is going to be called yet. 7 things I tell myself to get things done. 7 quotes, 7 mantras. I don't know. I'll figure out a title. But that might be a main channel, more edited, more written video in the future. I don't know. This is right now is just the off the cuff version, so feel special for seeing this one first or only. Thank you for watching. Playlist of every Wheezy Monday. I do these types of videos every Monday, and I do these types of videos every weekday for patrons. If you want to be support me on Patreon, and the intermittent fasting videos out, and people seem to like it. Of course, you can't please everyone, but hey.